give meanings, martial arts, any of the fighting sports like judo and karate. Shovel, a tool with a long handle and broad blade used for moving sand, snow, etc. Resembled, looked like. Customary, usual. Throw a punch, hit somebody with your fist. Unsportive, not fair or generous in your treatment of others. Recruited, hired for a job. Fragile, not strong, delicate. Crucial, extremely important. Piercing eyes, eyes that seem to notice everything. Bandits, thieves who attack travelers. Shabby, old and in bad condition. Smearing, spreading over a surface. Clump of trees, a group of trees close together. Fork, a place where a road divides together. Sash, a long strip of cloth worn around the waist or over one shoulder. Captivity, imprisonment. Underestimate, to think that somebody is weaker than he really is. Read the story and write about the following in short. Yonamine Chiru of Okinawa. Yonamine Chiru was the most admired girl in Okinawa. She was intelligent, tall, strong, beautiful, and so well trained in karate that no one could beat her. She had put a condition that she would marry the man who would defeat her in a fair fight. Kojo. Kojo was actually bigger and stronger than Yonamine. He was so tall and well built that his hands were like shovels and his legs resembled tree trunks. But he was unsportive and played fall. Even as Yonamine was bowing to him in the customary sign of respect to one's opponent, he threw a punch at her, breaking the rules of the game. Kojo was then defeated by Yonamine. Bushi Kiyo. Bushi Kiyo had decided to marry a girl who enjoyed wrestling. He was trained under the karate master Shakugawa. He was such an expert that he was recruited by Shoko, the king of Okinawa, to be his personal guard. He did not want to marry a delicate, fragile girl, but someone who was big and strong. He defeated Yonamine Chiru in a wrestling match and thus won her hand in marriage. Discuss and write 1 to 2 lines about the following. Yonamine's ideas about marriage. Yonamine had her own ideas about marriage. She had declared firmly that she would only marry a man who could beat her in a fair fight. How Bushi defeated Yonamine in the wrestling match. At a crucial moment in the fight, Yonamine paused ever so briefly. Bushi took advantage of the moment and brought her down with a swift punch. Why Bushi told Yonamine not to travel at night. Bushi told her not to travel during the night because there were bandits roaming about and it was not safe for a woman to go out alone after dark. Yonamine's fight with Bushi, disguised as a bandit. Yonamine held her attacker by the hand and kicked him with such force that the attacker fell to the ground unconscious. Yonamine dragged him and tied him to a tree with a sash. When she came to know that the bandit she had beaten and tied to a tree was actually Bushi. The lesson that Bushi learned. The lesson that Bushi learned was not to underestimate anybody, especially not a woman. Divide the story into different sections to show the different events and time periods in it. Give a suitable title to each section. Examples: Finding a suitable man for Yonamine, Kojo comes forward and is defeated. Bushi Kiyo accepts the challenge. Bushi Kiyo wins Yonamine Chiru's hand. Bushi Kiyo and Yonamine happily married. Bushi Kiyo decides to teach his wife a lesson. Bushi Kiyo learns a lesson himself. Write a short monologue using one of the following ideas. Write down the monologue and present it in the class. Yonamine's father worrying about getting her married. I am Yonamine Chiru's father. My daughter is intelligent, strong, beautiful, and well trained in karate that no one can beat her. This is where the problem lies. She has become of a marriageable age, and I would love to see her married. After all, she is my only child, and I want her to be happy. She is the heir to all my fortunes, and I want to see her married off happily when I am alive. I know that there are men who wants to marry her, but I am unsure if they want my daughter or a fortune. To add to this misery, my daughter has put a condition regarding her marriage that she would marry only that man who would defeat her in a fair fight. She is so well trained in karate that I barely see anyone defeating her. I am really worried for my daughter and I hope she finds her match. Bushi disguised as a bandit. I am Bushi Kiyo, husband of Yonamine. My wife is overconfident and thinks herself to be strong and an expert in karate. I forbade her to travel at night, but she refused to listen. I felt that she must be taught a lesson for her own good. So, as Yonamine left for her father's place, I disguised myself as Bandit, wearing shabby clothes, smearing dark color over my hands. I covered my face with a scarf and hid behind a clump of trees. When I saw Yonamine passing by, I jumped from behind the trees and tried to attack her. But Yonamine was too swift and sharp and attacked me instead. Besides, she also tied me up to a tree and left for her father's house. Students must do this kind of activities on their own on question number 5th and question number 6th.